Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Interested in my wares? Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Welcome, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service. Always a pleasure.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, but...
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the fortune smiles upon me at last? With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! I did it! I did it! Now, what do we have here? 'Tis sand. Sand as could be found anywhere. I suppose 'twas foolish to hope that our fortunes could be turned so easily. Well, I've learnt my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. If you'll still have me, my dears. My dears? Esmeralda. Raelia. Where could they have gone? This is my daughter's. And here's my wife's wedding ring. Why would they be buried here in the sand? Unless... Nay, it couldn't be. My wife and daughter vanished for this? Piles of sand? No, of course not. Their patience with me simply ran thin. They run off somewhere, that's all. I'm sure of it. I'll just have to find them. Come back, my dears! I was a fool!
To think this was the conclusion that awaited us. It seems we were...
What business have you here?
When does my watch end?
Soldier.
Could use a rest.
Now, where was I bound again?
Admirable work, if I do say so myself.
I'll take the
Lost
night
track of
watch.
time.
Just
This place is too comfortable.
gladly stay a while.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
Well met, sir.
Not
Fancy
much
a
has
gambling?
changed since I was a
Time
girl.
wears all
Can't bring myself to do much.
My talents are lost with these townsfolk.
Good sleep will ensure we are... Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Another day at work. I wonder what rumors the morrow has in store.
A place for everyone. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Rest all my equipment.
Time wears
Here's a welcome chance.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
It's like this when we can't be alive.
This place offers a view of the sea. Rattlers, master! Arisen! Are you alright? Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes. Then I bid ye farewell.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a fairy stone to return here in an instant. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. It seems they bear us ill will. I will protect you. This material can be used to enhance equipment. And is a rarity, besides. Tis our first time in this place. We would do well to beware. Tis a golem! Focus your strength, Arisen! Then I shall remain by your side. We were very thorough. Whatever secrets this place held ought to be ours now. when tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. You have my protection. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Ah, now here's a surprise. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Stay with me, Arissa. Wait a moment. Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here. It seems I've collected a few too many. Things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future. Are we to remain here? Hobgoblin! That was well put. There's no one standing here. I shan't let them harm you. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. Out of the cave at last. "'Tis done, Master. Now Fairy Stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long... journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. Much obliged. Peruse at your neck.
Could have sworn I ought to attend. I'd fain hear you. Would you lend your ear to my request? Oh, I see.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Good morrow, everyone.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Wish the roads were safe.
Worked hard today. I think I'll earn the rest.
Tell is, Vermund was once a Beastren kingdom. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Think I'll stand for this.
Enough!
That's what I like.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. Battle is best avoided here. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there. thinks we can move this boulder if we work together? This is generally used as a material. Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance. I will finish this, here and now! All creatures who know death cling to life. We are to retreat then? It is a fair reward. We cannot complain. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
moment. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
You looking for a fight? Got to keep my wits about.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. Always a pleasure.
You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neither blanket... of ash. I can give you always a pleasure.
Steel yourself!
Leave off before you earn.
You have my protection. That's enough.
What?
That's it!
It falls on me to resolve this.
I'll take the night watch. Just forget it.
He's not watching me.
Don't start it all! My desk again. Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it. I'd hasten home, but there's not much.
You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll await neath a blanket of...
Shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. It was excellent. I could have done no better. The fire must be put out if our comrade burns. Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment. The product of heedlessness. Tide of battle is like to saved. Thank you, Arisen. Arisen! Are you alright?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
There's no one standing who might say otherwise. I will protect you. Look out! Knackers! Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there. This Oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I sense my powers to
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
It is hard to imagine a world empty of monsters.
I'm ill. It's been a hard day.
Each day's more painful than the one before.
A ballista is a ranged weapon.
We meet again, Arisen. I knew we'd not be long apart. Arisen. It harbors the power to bring the dead back to life. You must cleanse yourself with that oil. Potaste. Are you all right?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long... journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
The room's at yours then. Witty. Welcome. Well met.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
The Warfarer is the ultimate vocation for proving your glory, Arisen.
It combines the talents of all other vocations. I look forward to seeing how this will transform our tax.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long... journey when treated much obliged.
As long as you please.
Working this field all our time to be well stopping.
I hope this job plays out better than last.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace. Perhaps we ought to have stayed at an inn to regain our strength.
'Tis our duty to follow, however tired we may be. We've got goblins!
Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
Prepare yourself.
Not bad.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said. You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Remain alert. and naught shall catch us by surprise.
If 'tis as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
Plainly speaking, 'tis a
hobgoblin!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. It seems the Arisen enjoys traveling in the company of beastrons.
'Tis of little import. We shall serve the Arisen faithfully, no matter our race.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
How are we to get through this door?
Sunset draws near. Phantoms! I shan't let them bomb you. I'll gather this. It might be of use.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Now we can return to this location whenever we've a ferry stone to hand.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. A place loses its mystique when returned to so often.
Where your overconfidence does not lead to incaution.
Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment!
How very inspired. I cannot wait to return beyond the rift and inform my own master of this. Chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I? Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
Each to their own. Is broken. Ah, but hold a moment. Methinks I espy a way through. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Good evening, sir. I trust you've... fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged. Well, good evening, sir. I trust... You fared all right on the roads, despite much obliged. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road. You know where to find me.
Now this is a conundrum.
Welcome to the We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your... I thank you, your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of a plot. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. If of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Come, I'll lead the way. It seems we must part.
You... follow me! Tis best you move on. Pray, be cautious.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
So, you've come. Captain Brandt bade me allow you passage.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Disa's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
Let us proceed with due caution. This seems
Prepare to engage! Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the seams down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
V, how did this happen? We must have fed the cargo!
Our task is complete.
Splendid.
I thank you for coming. And what luck! Nary...
Onward. Our work. Work is not yet done. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Oh, a small force venture. I'll not stop you if you wish to
Over here, if you would.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to...
I am in your debt, sir.
You're not one. Forgive me. Would you aid me in reaching...
Battle is best avoided here.
You went in there to... I underestimated you, friend. You've done well this day. Boy, you then. If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins! You've a strong... It was a simple patrol mission. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
There is much we ought to tend to. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence, and ere it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes... To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be
There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
This isn't the way to our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care. There is masquerades being as they are. You will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. I return safe and... I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
I sense eyes upon us.
Tide is our ally against Scotch streams. Look out, Risen! We're under attack!
You truly are formidable, Risen.
My word.
We must rest. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
What?
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
Time is of the essence. We must needs expose Thesis plans so they can come to fruition. You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate, and bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it.
You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
Let us make haste. That no life may be lost on our account.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
will not stand for this.
Come on! Don't drag it on!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. A treasure.
Have you lost your mind?
What to do? What to do?
Damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation and my hunger.
This village is my home. You cannot expect me to abandon it. Pray, lend me your aid.
Your diligence has borne fruit.
I can hardly believe it. The beast is slain? Then you truly are the Arisen. Incredible. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
We managed to repel the dragon.
Aye. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. Aye. For so long as we are united in our resolve to slay the dragon, you shall have my aid. I see it in your eyes. You are ready to learn, and so I shall teach you a technique. Use it well.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Wasn't sure we'd survive.
Where are you going?
Here at the inn, we also I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage but both roles myself. But enough about me. Always a pleasure. Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need some?
Always a pleasure.
The wolf... Arisen Master...
Here, I get so few customers, you see, that I can... manage both roles myself.
Do come again.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a Maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
I'll not take that from you. This ox cart's bound.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Think you stand a chance?
Here we go again.
If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die.
I am well aware of it.
Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
Strike fast and true, and our quarrel shall fall.
We'll pull through yet. Grip on our foe.
Victory on myriad of that strategy never would have occurred.
Now that is a surprise. I'm coming, Master!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell out doom. I understand.
You'll get what's coming to you. Do not test me.
Are we to remain here?
must fulfill the task ahead.
Talking with you always brings a smile to my face.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Still waiting on that report.
We shall await you here, Master.
All honest coin is made while the sun is shining.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Does life have meaning? Or is all you doing there?
Would all my days were so
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
just about
So far from your station, are you not?
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour will be right.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye, aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Shall we report this development to Captain Brant?
Aye, out of the cart. All of you, this ox cart's bound for the... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Lost. I shan't let them hold. It was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome...
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart, and we must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Quiet. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now 2 parties ask our aid, but which is the more deserving?
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise, but I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide. It is a remarkable treasure we have found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. Nicely done.
Anything might lurk in these depths. We would do well to be prepared.
Keep stout of heart and clear of mind. Master? Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all... Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
It's done.
We've got rattlers.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the much obliged.
My ledger.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment? There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
This task is ours.
There is much we ought to tend to. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past. As we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for Your Majesty's assistance.
So the age...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... Well, well. He is merely Deeza's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases was... He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent
There is much we ought to tend to while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crownflower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
Might as well take a look. While you're here, stop by again soon.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
We shall remain here.
That all you wanted to ask? Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next Thief-Maister, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next.
All this worrying's giving me an ache in the place. Not without its charms.
Won't someone do aught about this?
You are the... Follow me!
'Tis best you move along.
Pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chamber.
What business? I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
I've got to focus. The shift's only just begun.
Quiet at last.
Don't look to me to solve this.
Quiet at last. Still waiting on that report.
'Tis good to be reunited.
Good evening, sir. I trust... You fared all right on the road. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv. As a reward for Your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the...
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to...
Always a pleasure.
You've chosen the path of a magic archer, then. A sensible choice.
'Tis a vocation requiring peerless dexterity. It suits you well, Arisen.
Or to polish up my gear for the morrow.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road.
This ox cart's bound for me. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not good will come of this.
Where are you going?
I've more than my fair.
Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking, and...
Can't say I've any tidings.
Well met.
looking to make a purchase. Much obliged, sir.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Ever since the reign of Rothace, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, but in the wake of its attack, you dared to submit what are clearly false reports of having felled the beast. None save the Sovereign can fell the dragon. Perchance you mistook an overgrown wyvern for the bringer of calamity. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermund against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
quite enough.
This ox cart. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
It's this way.
We have reached our destination.
Stop that!
Welcome.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Heaven heed my prayers. Protect me from this evil.
This is going as well as I'd hoped.
Hey!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I have no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Deezer. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Melve. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them that I swear to return as soon as I can.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oh, oi! What are you doing, standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, carve the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
Careful now. You have my protection.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? But I see him outnumbered. Could be all three of you are behind this somehow.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
Fair!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right. Have you a different...
Slowly but sure, my name shan't be cleared till the dragon is found. I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon's whereabouts.
This place always puts me at ease.
Ought we not add an archer to our ranks?
There's no better ally for felling. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
There, Master! Drake! It seems we have enraged our foe. Focus your attack on the foe.
Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done.
Strike at the heart while it's exposed.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain. It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. To assist.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I shall lose sight of you if you go much further.
I shan't let them find you. sometimes things can't always go my way. Approaching the capital always sets the mind at ease.
Do not let up your guard till we are inside the gates.
Right you are. Shall we get some rest then?
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage.
This ox cart's bound for I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Well met. Looking to make a hope to see you again.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble. 'Tis good to know that
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can... manage both roles myself.
Always a pleasure.
It is quiet about. Where are you going? I'll not take that from you. This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
You'll get what's coming to you.
This one shaken. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. I will finish this here and now.
What I need, customers who stop by
Ah, Sir Arisen. I've been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this. But the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister, afeard of inviting conflict over their inheritance. Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be.
With the aid of 'twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin And now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel. Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need of your services, you see. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope.
What am I supposed to do? Just remember, somewhere to be.
Now, where was I buried? Can't remember the last time I
Before, sorry. Shame on you.
Not that whatever happens here, anyhow.
Can it be we have no sword wielders in our... party?
I mislike our odds in a melee. We shall await you here, Master.
This place always puts me at ease. I'd love to get a patron with more coin than sense.
Cut my teeth in a real battle.
Naught ever goes right.
Can't remember the last time I hit a...
Over here, if you please.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. You know where to find me. This inspires more but misgivings.
Dreams of free, she say.
When does my watch end?
One of these days I'll buy myself a
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Ah, you've returned. Oh, with these, I shall have no need to I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come. Take this as a token of my gratitude. If I were you. Back again, eh? If I were you.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
Can't remember the last time my pockets jingled.
Besides, I'm nodding off where I stand.
The rules at your neck.
Gotta make room for my next shipment.
Not sure what they expect.
On an adventure. Living's hard.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after... that indulgence.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners. Excellent. I could have done no better. You have my protection.
Wares of every ilk.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in...
Where the Saurians? I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. You're soaked. Do try not to catch fire.
All's well that ends well, as they say.
What's the make of this?
I'm not going to take that from you. Well met.
Let's head to market before it slips my mind.
I've about had my fill of this place.
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
There is much we ought to tend to. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
Oh, apologies. Master, my mind was 1,000 leagues away. Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shall we make for the tavern?
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Back Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
This would make a fine place for observing the lay of the land.
The scenery of Batal is wondrous to behold.
We're not to be trifled with.
Fight! To arms! Of course.
You would gather materials here.
Stay with me, Arisen.
Wait a moment.
nothing standing!